like what you said about observation, for example, some people are tone deaf. I also think it's a combination of not having consciously observed or paid attention to a wide range of different tones. It's simply that one ear goes in, the other ear goes out.
Yeah.
If you really focus on distinguishing the differences between this and that, that then allows you to, it's saved in your memory bank.
I think fundamentally why we want to talk about this topic is actually to encourage people out there who may be afraid of trying to speaking out loud to actually try that, not because of the fear of not speaking in a great accent or similar things. I think fundamentally how I think about it is I'm a foreigner. English is my second language. They should feel grateful that I learn their own language and try to communicate with them in their language. And that's nothing to be ashamed about.
And also, it's something I would encourage and I admire. It reminds me of a Nike advert of a chubby boy, slightly chubby. Slightly. He's actually quite fat, little fat boy, who's running, and it was just a scene of this boy running ahead, and the purpose of that advert was to encourage people to think that this boy is lapping everyone who's sitting behind the television on their sofa being a couch potato. He's lapping all of you. And that's something is incredibly admirable. On top of that, what sort of courage must he have had to just go out in the eyes of judgment from other people and say, oh, you're so fat, don't even bother to try. It's precisely because of that I thought that is so admirable. That is so, impressive. You have the courage to go against what everyone might perceive you as, and you say, screw that, I'm going to do it my way. And I think that's something very admirable, and you can equally apply that in learning language, especially if you want to speak English in front of camera. It's a very rare quality, I feel, and it takes a lot of courage and work and to just be yourself, I guess, or don't give a shit what other people think.
Exactly. Just be like a bit of shameless. I think that's actually really good quality. I mean, quotation mark shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within the boundary.
Yeah. I think after we talk about accent, it's actually quite helpful to maybe talk about how we actually learn English in terms of our own method and style. Maybe share this with our audience and maybe be able to either give them a bit of inspiration if they are trying to find their own method. And also we're welcoming, obviously our audience to share their own method with us in a sense, so we can also learn from them.
Yeah, I think it's probably easy to assume that I, like my English background, I got dropped. For example, I moved here when I was about 11 or actually I think 11, 12. Went to school, and somehow my English magically became native, I guess, in this case. That wasn't how it was played out. I hardly spoke at school because I was too timid and shy and scared, just like many people who is very, very terrified of being made fun of, which I did at school because how I sounded to the kids. And the kids, as you know, can be quite cruel. Where I really learned was through playing World of Warcraft. I was obsessed with that game. When I leave school at 3 p.m. until 10 a.m., until 10 p.m., 11 p.m., I'll be playing that game for 6-7 hours straight. And within the game, I start to learn different, vocabulary, constructing sentences, because I have to communicate with my teammates. And subsequently, when we go into the big raids, 20, 40 people, what they call a team speaker, you have to communicate with the people that you are working with. So through that is where I passively learned communication in English, not actually as much through school. And I guess it's a phenomenon which you can also observe in a lot of overseas students, which they struggle sometimes to communicate in English. It's a combination of many things. I can point out probably two. First of all is, again, the fear of speaking English, scared of being made fun of, scared of looking stupid. The other part is your inherent nature of the environment that molds you into not taking risks, that forces you to become more introverted. And that's the part where it's no longer about the language, it's more about your personal character.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's quite interesting how you learned English through playing WoW. The term WoW.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. WOW. That you basically be able to almost like hide behind the screen in a sense. So you don't need to break certain boundary of like losing your face.
Well, that's not even. It wasn't even about considering losing my face. I didn't care. I was so obsessed with the game. Everything I wanted to do was, be a better player within that world of that virtual world. So it doesn't really matter. You just want to play the game all day.